Now, I'm surprised Mulligan Part 2 or Mulligan Season 2 still is a thing because Mulligan wasn't beloved or affect anyone actually talking about it except for critics. So it's sort of surprised they decided to give it Season 2, even that other anime series or actually done better in Netflix got canceled except for this one. I guess the number was good enough to continue finish the contract. If you don't know, Netflix or any other company orders basically a 20 episode season and cut in half. But nowadays, even they did that sort of deal, if season one completely bombed, they'll actually cancel the second season. They pretend this is not gonna happen. It's over. Except for Mulligan. That sort of surprised me that someone actually watched it and liked it enough to actually finish it to give the rating to actually give a second chance. And that just kind of astounds me. Now, before I can continue, my name is Retro. I like to talk about animation, not just animation reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories. If I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Now, I have to say, Mulligan Season 2, it is worth watching. No, if you're one of the people who just didn't like Mulligan in the very beginning, there would be no difference. But I have to admit, Mulligan is still a very interesting kind of show that he has a lot of good idea. It's just sort of bad executed. Even though I said that, it did improve a little bit. It sort of realized what went wrong in the first season, and they continue improving, realizing we had to develop the character, make them sympathetic, interesting, and they do. In fact, they take about episode 3 to actually figure it out because episode 3 I felt it's the point they realized we had to figure out the characters who they actually are. Yeah, I'm sort of surprised they took that long to do this to this specific episode because episode 3 is the one that sort of everybody is depressed, everybody trying to avoid that emotion, even the main lead, Mulligan, trying to not use his emotion, but asking that question why people are still depressed. We survived, we did everything. Why not be in denial? Just be happy. And you realize, no, not really. Everybody's still depressed. It's that everybody kind of avoids their own emotion. Especially Mulligan, he has so much trauma, he's avoiding it. And that's the whole point that grabbed my attention. Stop falling asleep because it is saying something kind of interesting. How each character is sort of avoiding their emotions instead of figuring out why they sort of upset. And that just does do explore it, especially with Mulligan, how much layer of emotions he has sort of bottled up and finally releasing it. It's just interesting, but yet the show is still not as funny, and that's the problem. It's the comedy is not there. Even they have funny people, people who are trained professional in comedy, cannot make this funny. Is because it's not as well written. But besides that, I have to admit, it did make me laugh, surprisingly, but not all the time. It's like once in a long while, just hits well, just whoa, that actually does make me laugh. But once again, it's not enough improvement to recommend to the people who want to watch this. If you do, if you did like season one, you probably like season two. But you didn't, you hate it. I don't recommend it. Just don't watch it. But besides that, it's a show that has so much good ideas. It's just didn't know how to execute the comedy with the ideas. I think that's the main problem is the characters themselves. They just don't know what to do exactly. They have good ideas. It's just the execution is just sort of fails over and over again. And this is the reason why I feel bored watching this series. Even that, I have to admit, it did grab my attention after episode 3. That I just want to know what happens more. But once again, it's just something that if you're a type of person like me who basically kind of watches series, I'm gonna finish it afterwards. If you're not, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend to anyone who actually kind of like it or that person who wants to like to finish things. That's the only time I recommend it. But no, if you hate it, don't watch it. I really got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.